This is an emergency press conference, an open letter to Senator Ted Cruz concerning the ticket legislation you're sponsoring. We got to talk about that. Let's do that right now. All right, so this is an open letter. I want to talk to you for a minute about the ticket bill that's going on your desk. That you have an option of passing or killing. Okay, I'm going to tell you why you should rip this bill right up. The reason I'm making this open letter to you is to appeal to your sense of reason and understanding that there are a lot of lobbyists out there. They're trying to show you that Ticketmaster is a noble company that is only looking out for the interests of consumers, and that the box office lobbyists also are only interested in the consumer benefits. So I want to give you another perspective of what's really going on here. If we can cut through all the pollution that they're telling you and really cut to the chase here. The bottom line is this: consumers, such as myself, want choices. We don't want to be dictated by the law that says that they're trying to make, that says you have to buy your tickets through Ticketmaster or the box office only. I'd like to have a choice, a law that bans speculative tickets. Now, speculative tickets, they make sound like it's a horrible thing, an illegal activity, a fraudulent activity. That is the furthest thing from the truth. Speculative tickets have been around for decades. It's only become popular because lawmakers are looking for a scapegoat, somebody to blame for the debacle that Taylor Swift tickets caused last summer, when people could not get tickets no matter what they did. So what Ticketmaster is doing is the oldest trick in the book: divert the attention from me and put it onto you or somebody else. I didn't do it, they did it. That's what Ticketmaster has done with the Taylor Swift debacle. It's not our fault that we screwed up the sale. It's the fault of the bots, the ticket brokers, speculative tickets, you name it. It's everybody's fault but our own. Truth is, the bottom line is, it's all Ticketmaster's fault. They do everything in their power to try to regulate the tickets for their benefit. Supply and demand. That's what tickets are all about. Supply and demand. There are just too many people that want to go to a show, and you can't regulate that. Okay, you can't make the artists play more shows. They're going to play one show, two shows, whatever. They'll play whatever they want. Okay, and there's just too many people that want to go see those shows, and you can't regulate that. There's going to be people that are disappointed that are not going to be able to see those shows because they got sold out. There's just so many seats out there, and there's too many people that want to go. You can't make regulations and laws that are going to change that. Okay, so if you could swallow that pill, even though it's not pleasant, because there's going to be a lot of unhappy fans out there, unhappy constituents of yours that are going to get sold out. And that's just the facts, okay? Whether we like it or not, that's the fact. Once we deal with that fact, that no laws are going to change that, then we could go on buying speculative tickets from a legitimate source like StubHub, Vivid Seats, Ticket Network, Ticket Liquidator, whatever the company is. As long as it's a legitimate source, I feel 100% confident that if there's a problem, I'll get my money back. In fact, I know people who've gotten double their money back. A lot of these places have a 200% guarantee that if you don't get your tickets, they give you 200% of your money back. That is a great deal. I will take that deal any day of the week. I've bought many tickets and never once had I have any issues with buying speculative tickets. I like to buy speculative tickets because I don't have to go through the Ticketmaster nonsense. I don't have to do verified fans. I have to wait online. I don't have to do any of that. I just buy my tickets. Sometimes it costs more. Most of the times it costs more than the regular price. I'm willing to pay that. That's my choice. Not everybody wants that. That's okay. But the choice should be up to the consumer, not the law saying, no, don't sell these tickets anymore because it's fraudulent. It's not fraudulent. They're trying to make you think it's fraudulent because that is to their agenda. It only serves their purposes. It does not serve the purpose of the consumer. And that's what we're getting at here. Choice. Okay, they're saying that one of the reasons that they don't like speculative tickets is because it creates a false sense of scarcity. Okay, and there's only 4 tickets left, drives up the market prices. Also, furthest thing from the truth. If you look at some of these listings on these sites for tickets that are not yet on sale, speculative tickets, there's not just one listing with 4 tickets. There's actually dozens of listings. So the speculative ticket listers are competing against themselves. When you have competition, what happens? Prices go down. If you had only one guy listing a speculative ticket and he said, oh, there's only 4 tickets left, okay, I could see that being a scarcity issue. But in fact, these resellers list many sellers, and the many sellers create a competition between themselves, so they don't have an extremely high price. They have normal prices. Okay, now listen, these guys are making it seem that from this article, that the ticket prices are just insane. Like the Crazy 80 prices are insane. No, they're trying to give you a false sense of reality. It's fake news. Listen, what they're telling you here. This is what they say. Here's the article. It says, Bethesda-based IMP behind the 930 Club, the Anthem, and popular Maryland music venue Merriweather Post Pavilion recently compared its ticket price to resale sites. Okay, now listen. Take Weezer tickets at the Anthem, which were priced at $125 when they go on sale, but are currently being offered at spec for $5,572 via StubHub. Okay, I just checked that StubHub is selling those tickets between $183 and $1,794, and Vivid Seats sells them for $165 and up. So what they're saying is just simply not true. Maybe for 1 second there was a listing for $5,000, but who in their right mind is going to buy that ticket? You can't regulate stupid. There's thousands of choices of tickets out there, and somebody might have listed this ticket for $5,000. No idiot is going to buy that ticket. You have to be a moron to buy that ticket for that much money. Their other example that they give is $150 Alanis Morissette tickets for her upcoming Merriweather Post Pavilion show are up to $3,446 on Ticket Network. Again, not true. I just checked. The June 30th show ranges in price from $50 to $698. There was no $3,000 ticket. Maybe when they did this article, maybe there was a ticket listing for that price. But so what? Just because somebody lists the ticket for an expensive amount doesn't mean that somebody's going to buy it. Maybe they're just throwing it out there saying, hey, if you want to pay me $3,000 for this Alanis Morissette ticket, go right ahead. You know what? That should not be illegal. That's up to the consumer. If the consumer is stupid, let them be stupid. You can't regulate stupid. Then they say that nationally, ticket resellers earn an average profit of $41,000 per show by charging a median of 2 times the original ticket price, according to a recent study by the National Independent Talent Organization. That is, again, complete baloney. Just from this example of the Alanis Morissette $150 tickets are being sold for that's just nonsense. All right, anyway. Now, here's the thing about the ticket laws here. They're trying to create all kinds of laws specific to the ticket business when there already are on the books lots of laws that combat all the things in this bill. For example, they don't want to have similar sounding websites to the venue, okay, because that will confuse people. Well, you don't need a law to do that, but there are already laws on the books about deceptive business practices. Do you need a specific law about tickets? I mean, is that something that we really need? Look, if there is a website, Merriweather Post Pavilion Tickets.com, that's not owned by Merriweather Post, and that they're portraying it out to be that way, you have civil resources to combat those companies or those people listing those type of sites. You don't need a specific law that bans it. But if you want to go ahead and create a specific law about that, go right ahead. It's just going to duplicate the laws that are already out there. It just doesn't make any sense. I told you already that all you need to know is supply and demand. There's always going to be supply and demand issues about tickets that are create an imbalance, and it's always going to be people that are willing to pay more than their face value of the ticket, okay? So you don't need to study that. That's the fact, Jack. That's all you need to know. Adam, here's the thing. The government, if you want to have the government's resources investigating tickets, it will never change anything about the fact that there's always going to be more people that want to go to shows than there are tickets available. And the prices are going to go higher or lower. It's going to be a free market. The more competition's out there, the more the prices will go down. Less competition, more regulations, the more the prices are going up. The harder you make it for the consumer to get that ticket, the higher the prices are going to go. You're going to create more problems than you're starting with by making these laws, which are archaic and don't need to be made. You're creating laws that don't need to be made. The only people that benefit from these laws are Ticketmaster and the venues. The consumer does not benefit whatsoever with all of these laws. Guys, if you have any comments or questions, put that below and let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow, and I'll see you guys on the next Sunny Reviews. Hope you have a sunny day. This is an emergency press conference, an open letter to Senator Ted Cruz concerning the ticket legislation you're sponsoring. We got to talk about that. Let's do that right now. This is an emergency press conference, an open letter to Senator Ted Cruz concerning the ticket legislation you're sponsoring. We got to talk about that. Let's do that right now.